The night falls over me like a burial shroud. Cold air trembling under memories too loud. My heartbeat fades beneath the silent dying moon. A ghost wandering in a world that ended too soon. Ashes settle softly where my hope once stood. Even shadows fear to walk this frozen wood. Every breath escapes like a quiet final plea, drowned in the ocean of what's left of me. Nocturnal grief hollow, where even sorrow fears to follow. I drift in silence, bleak and slow, a fading echo drowned in snow. If the night forgets my name, let it be so. My soul is threadbare like a torn winter veil, hung between a life too fragile to prevail. I reach for warmth but feel nothing in my hand, just the frozen breath of a forgotten land. Every memory cuts deeper than the last, carving roads of grief through my fractured past. I scream inside, but no sound ever forms, just hollow winds repeating ancient storms. Let the silence take me, let the winter claim my bones. For even despair feels less alone in this nocturnal grief hollow, where even sorrow fears to follow. I drift in silence, bleak and slow, a fading echo drowned in snow. If the night forgets my name, let it be so. For I remain a shadow no one needs to know. Let frost consume the remnants of my voice. Let the void become my final choice. For hope has long abandoned my heart's frail shell, and dreams have frozen where the angels fell. If dawn arrives without a trace of me, let it shine on the world I'll never see. I leave no mark, no flame, no vow, just fading snow. In the empty night I bow. In this nocturnal grief hollow, where broken spirits shadows fall, dust on my boots. I've survived it all. Every mile writes a scar on my skin. Thunder rolls deep like the sin I've been in. But the night keeps calling, whispering my name, and the wind keeps telling me you can't outrun the flame. I'm just ashes on the road, burning where the wild wind blows, carrying the pain I never show, bleeding through the stories no one knows. If I fall before the dawn, let the storm keep marching on. I'm just ashes on the road. I've held a heart made of rust and stone, lost every battle I fought alone. Fire in my chest, but it's growing cold. Almost gave up, but I ain't that old. Still the dark keeps rising, trying to pull me in. But a man don't die easy, now for the life he's been. I'm just ashes on the road, burning where the wild wind blows, carrying the pain I never show, bleeding through the stories no one knows. If I fall before the dawn, let the storm keep marching on. I'm just ashes on the road. And if heaven's gate don't open, then hell can't keep me bound. 'Cause I'm forged from dust and thunder, born to ride this broken ground. I'm just ashes on the road, fading where the dark night glows. A soul too heavy, a will that froze, lost in every truth I never chose. If I vanish with the storm, let the wind carve out my soul. I'm still ashes on the road. Midnight dust on my old black boots, roadside moon and forgotten truth, whiskey breath, a shadow on my back, devil's humming blues on a one-way track. I walked alone through the hurting flame, every mile whispering my name, but the blues keeps calling me home tonight, where sorrow dances in the pale street light. I got the me driving blind in the southern dark. My guitar cries every time I bleed, picking chords of the pain I need. The road is long, but it feels like home, a place for the lost and the overthrown. And the blues keeps whispering soft and slow, every wound's a story you ought to show. With a teardrop cry, I got the broken blues running through my veins, thunder in my chest and fire in my chains. My soul ain't perfect, but it's built to bruise, living on midnight dust, forever in broken blue. Forever in broken blue.
On a quiet road, the wind carries stories. My steps are heavy, but my heart keeps moving. The evening sky falls on my rolling wheel. Dust rises slowly, following my trail. There's an old longing hiding in the dark, and your shadow still lives behind the fading light. I'll let the night speak for me about wounds in this long journey. I keep walking through the trembling miles, 'cause I still know where home is. The whisper of the lone road, calling out my name so soft. The wind and my heart echo as one. Though the world keeps changing, I'm still standing here with a heavy voice and steady stride, waiting for the light at the end of the night. The moon stands high behind drifting clouds, as if it understands the weight I carry. I speak to the sky about a love once lost, and the hope that refuses to die. Whisper of the long road, still calling out my name. This long road isn't the ending, but the start of my healing. I hear the whisper of the quiet road, guiding me home so slowly. With a strong chest and a heavy voice, I finally find myself again.
I walk through fire with the ashes on my skin. Every scar a reminder of the wars I've been in. My heartbeat echoes like a war drum calling through a shattered night where the stars keep falling. Torn and broken, but I'm still standing tall. A shadow forged from every rise and fall. The darkness whispers, but I don't respond. I've bled too far to ever turn beyond. Thunder in my veins, steel beneath my bones. If the night wants to break me, I'll carve my way through stone. I'll wear a crown of ruins forged in flame and pain, standing in the shadows where the black winds rain. Even if the heavens fall and hell begins again, I'll rise from the ruins once again. I've heard the voices of the ghosts I had to leave, felt every betrayal that still claws when I breathe. I walk alone through the wreckage of my past, but metal hearts are built to outlast. Chains around my chest are breaking in the night. I turn my sorrow into endless fight. A thousand storms couldn't tear my soul apart. I'm the iron flame with a burning heart. road don't forgive, and neither do I. Dust rises like a battleground. My heart's a drum that never dies, beating loud under crimson skies. I've walked with ghosts, I've bled with storms, fire in my chest, lightning in my bones. Every shadow tried to drag me down, but I'm still here, I won't drown. And I feel the thunder burning, wildfire in my veins. Can't break a man who's risen from his own damn flames. I got blood on the highway, burning rubber through the pain. Every scar becomes my truth, every scream becomes my name. Let the night come try to stop me, I'm a storm you can't contain. Yeah, I got blood on the highway, and I ride against the rain. The wolves with my bare hands, buried brothers in these lands. My demons wear their Sunday best, try to crown themselves king on my chest. But I rise like a loaded gun, shadows fall when I run. The sun, the world can break and tear my soul, but hell won't keep what the road once stole. Hear the roaring engine calling, like a beast that can't be chained. I was born from dust and fury, made to walk through flame. I got blood on the highway, burning rubber through the pain. Every scar becomes my truth, every scream becomes my name. Let the night come try to stop me, I'm a storm you can't contain. Yeah, I got blood on the highway, and I ride against the If the world turns its back on me, I'll break through the dark alone. If the devil tries to drag me home, I'll carve my path in stone. Let the thunder shake the whole damn sky, let lightning crown my name. I'll stand tall against the roaring night, I was built from rock and flame. I got blood on the highway, but I never lose the fight. I'm the wolf beneath the moon, I'm the fire in the night. Every mile becomes my story, every wound becomes my crown. Yeah, I got blood on the highway, but I'll never lay it down. louder than any sound. Shadows whisper hints of all I've lost before, carving tears like frost on an ancient door. Trembling fist, and though the dark surrounds the fire in my chest, I rise again from ruin. I refuse to rest. Cold winds call my name, echoing through the graves of dreams. I stand within the silence, bound by broken seas. Sing me a serenade beneath the withered sky, where the fallen souls remember how to cry through the ashes of the night, through the frost of every lie. I still breathe, I still bleed, but I refuse to die. Frostbitten memories wrap their claws around my spine. Every ghost I've buried wakes to realign. Yet I walk the edge between despair and dawn, a fading silhouette that never fully gone. My sorrow is the choir, the cold becomes the drum, the void becomes the anthem of all I will become. This pain, this night, this endless winter's chain, I forge into a melody carved from frozen rain. Let the shadows tremble, let the silence break, for even in the darkness a wounded soul can wake. Sing me a serenade beneath the withered sky, where the fallen souls remember how to cry through the ashes of the night, through the frost of every lie. I still breathe, I still bleed, but I refuse to die.
then let it be my flame. For even in the void, I still reclaim my name.
Sing me a serenade beneath the withered sky. Even if the final night begins to cry through the pale ghost winter where my shadows lie, I will stand. I will fight. I will not say goodbye. Dust on my tongue and a fire in my bones. Walking this broken road, tired to the soul. Moon hanging low, like it's watching me fall. Every mile whispering the price of it all. My boots drag slow through the memories I made. Some burn like whiskey, some cut like a blade. I ain't got much left but a shadow and a song, and a voice made of gravel from holding on too long. I'm just a gravel voice in the night, singing through the smoke of every fight, lost in the dust on my tongue and a fire in my bones. Walking this broken road, tired to the soul. Moon hanging low, like it's watching me fall. Every mile whispering the price of it all. My boots drag slow through the memories I made. Some burn like whiskey, some cut like a blade. I ain't got much left but a shadow and a song, and a voice made of gravel from holding on too long. I'm just a gravel voice in the night, singing through the smoke of every fight, lost in the dust where the wrong feels right. But I'm still here, still burning in the fading light. I've carried heartbreak like a cross on my spine, buried old sins like a bottle of cheap red wine. Thunder rolls soft like it's calling my name, telling me sorrow and I ain't done playing the game. These hands are scarred, but they still know the tune, picking still burning in the fading light. If the dark wants to take me, then let it take its time. 'Cause a man made of ashes still knows how to shine. I'm just a gravel voice in the night, holding on with everything I got inside. If the world turns cold, I'll stand and fight. 'Cause even the broken can burn brighter than the night. Silent as my heartbeat fades, lost beneath the weight of all the nights I've prayed. Every breath a trembling ghost of who I used to be, a shadow drifting quietly through a hollow sea. The moon weeps softly on my shattered spine. Memories decay like wilted thorns in wine. I walk the ruins of a life that never bloomed, a lonely soul in a body longing to. Cold winds carry the truth I cannot bear. Still exist, but I am barely there. In pale echoes of a dying heart, I drown where the broken shadow starts. A fading whisper torn apart, crawling through a night that eats the light. And though I stand, I fall inside. In pale echoes of a dying heart. I've carved my sorrow into unlit stars, hoping they would guide me through my scars. But every constellation cuts me deeper still, a map of wounds no dawn could ever fill. The silence screams louder than any pain, a choir of ghosts repeating my name. I try to rise, but the darkness pulls me deep into the cold embrace I fear to keep. And echoes of a dying heart. I sleep where the shadows finally start. No more battles, no more cries, just silence, no behind my eyes. If I must vanish in the night, let these echoes fall apart in pale echoes of a dying heart. I've been walking through the echoes of my sin. Cold wind cutting deeper than it's ever been. My heart's a blackened lantern in the rain, flickering through memories soaked in pain. Every promise turned to rust and bone, every whisper carved into stone. But the night knows every tear I've cried, 'cause I bled them under shattered skies. And I'm still falling through the shadows of my fall, screaming in the dark where no one hears at all. Broken wings beneath the weight of every call. But I ride, even if I crawl through the shadows of my fall. There's fire in the palm of my fall, burned by every love I can't forget. The world keeps turning, but I stay the same, a silhouette drowning in its flame. My scars are maps to the wars I've lost, but every battle came with a cause. Still I stand under the dying moon, hoping dawn will find me soon. And I'm still falling through the shadows of my fall, screaming in the dark where no one hears at all. Broken wings beneath the weight of every call. But I ride, even if I crawl through the shadows of my fall. Let the black sky open, let the thunder speak my name. If I must walk alone tonight, I'll walk through every flame. For every tear I've swallowed, every ghost inside my chest, I'll scream into the darkness. I'm alive, I won't rest. And I'm still falling through fall, but I